Yeah, dear students, after a long time, some more classes I'm uploading. This is purely about the views regarding on radiography positioning of the chest. And till last classes, you all of you are aware of that. I have taken chest PA and basics, projections and landmarks, different the part of the anatomical part of the chest, all those things and all. Today I'm going to talk about anterior posterior semi-erect positioning. This is usually when patient. Okay, so this is mainly it is taken for the when patient comes with the where he can patient can't stand in erect positioning. For during that time we wanted to see mainly indications of any pleural effusion or any such pneumothorax. These are the two important indication for this radiographic positioning, so that we can take it in a semi erect positioning, so that if there is any pleural effusion or anything is there, means it will be in the effusion will be in the lower part of the chest. If it is any pneumothorax, means it will be upper part of the chest x-ray, chest view. So to ill or where patient can't stand, for that purpose it is taken. So is it like the same positioning of AP view, but only patient you can see that in the image will be give some supporting of the patient to uh, flex the upper part of the body, and 45-degree angulations will be given, 45 angulation of the patient, so that you can see in the images cassette will be kept at the back side of that. And always you remember, when you take this radiography, upper border of the cassette should be 2 centimeter above the sternal notch. This is the sternal notch, above that, so that you can include it. So X-ray tube will be in this directions, horizontal directions. It means that X-ray tube should be parallel to the cassette. So again same thing is medial sagittal plane, everything is should be perpendicular to the cassette. So where central ray is supposed to be entered, so central ray directed first at the right angle to the cassette towards the sternal notch, that is the central ray. So this is you keep it in the mind, that is the important thing you have to remember. This positioning is taken for the where patient can't able to stand, as well as suspecting of the pleural effusion or pneumothorax. This is the two reason we will take this radiography. So that is what is mentioned here in the note. You can see that if it is fluid level, pleural effusion, anything is there, means that the main radiography it will be taken for this views. You can also see that radiographic consideration. You can see here cons consideration when you take a radiological view, what all the things are. Usually if FFD is less, all those things is there. It's like the same chest X-ray AP view, where you cannot see cardiac, you cannot diagnose cardiac enlargement, all those things and all. This is mainly it is taken for that is a purpose only. Next we'll come to the radiography of lateral view. Lateral view. Lateral view. So see, this is you do chest X-ray PA, AP, that is a routine view. Lateral view will be taken only when we wanted to locate the positioning of the any lesion, mass lesion. Wanted to see that it is there in the anterior side, or it is there in the posterior side, it is there in the any lobe, wanted to localize. That's the purpose lateral view taken. Nowadays we don't take this lateral view, because nowadays after chest X-ray PA view, if anything lesions or anything is there, indications are there, means it will be patient straight away sent to the chest CT. That is the reason lateral view is not taken. It is also taken lateral view to identify the any foreign body, because wanted to see that it is there in the particularly it is there in the anterior bronchus or posterior or middle bronchus. To see that purpose also it is taken. So you can see in the image, patient will be standing positioning, will be standing. So this is the mid sagittal line will be parallel to the cassette. Both the arm flexed and kept it on the top of the head, so that we can avoid overlapping the arm on the chest area. Here you can see this is the mid axillary plane or coronal plane will be perpendicular to the cassette. Here also same thing, that 2 centimeter above the is the sternal notch, 2 centimeter above the sternal notch, that cassette upper border should be there, so that it will include whole part of the chest. That is the main indications for the chest. Not indication, it is the main consideration when you take radiography. You should see that. Then next is what? Cassette placement. I already mentioned that it should be usually, if it is adult patient, means 17 into 14 cassette size will be used, and it will be kept as a longitudinal means in this direction. Okay, that is what. So direction ray, it should be middle of the cassette, which is passed to the mid axillary line. So that's the most important thing of the chest X-ray lateral view. So here also same thing. What all things you need to do? You should ask the patient to take a deep breath. Breathing instruction should be given. When patient take a deep breath, that time only should be exposed. See here now the images are there. You can see this is the image chest X-ray PA view. This is a lateral view. Now you can see this is a mass lesion is seen here, right? Now in a lateral view, when you see the mass lesion, you cannot make out it's there in the anterior or posterior. So you can see here, this is the mass lesion where at the mid of the lateral chest X-ray. So that is what the benefit of the view of the lateral. So that's the only purpose. I wanted to see that it is there in the middle lobe or lower lobe. So you can see this is the anterior, posterior and lateral radiography for the same patient. Tumor, it is there in the right lower lobe. Okay, that is the reason it is taken. So next view will be to see about this is till now whatever radiography it is taken, the whole chest X-ray, means we will include from the apex to the base. Okay, now sometime we wanted to see that apex part only, apex of the lung. So usually in chest X-ray PA, what will happen when we take chest X-ray PA view, there is a chances of overlapping clavicle. You can see this is in an image, overlapping this clavicle on the top of the apex, so that there is a chances of hiding behind the clavicle, hiding behind any lesion. We will chances of missing out. That is the reason it is taken. Usually it is taken in three different views. I will explain here with the three different images. There are two different views, in the sense all three views also is going to see apex of the lung. There is no changes. That's what you can see the indications. It is in opposite is obscured in the apical region by overlapping ribs or clavicular shadow, may be demonstrated by modification of the posterior anterior or anterior posterior projection, AP or PA projection. See now this is two views I am showing here. This is the PA view, the other two is AP view. So in this AP view, both the patient is where when one positioning, we will give more angulation of the X-ray tube, and the another one, half of the angulation done by the patient itself, another half will be done by the angulation of the X-ray tube. Okay, it means, see now example here, if we take a 30-degree angulation towards the apex, Here 15-degree angulation by the patient and 15-degree angulation by the X-ray tube. That is the difference. That's all. So now you can see patient. I said you already that patient will be sitting at the PA positioning. Example, will go ahead with the PA positioning. It's same like PA X-ray. How you do the positioning of the patient, same. Only X-ray tube, which is patient positioning PA, central ray angle 30-degree caudal. Caudal means towards foot. You can see here X-ray tube is this is one X-ray tube and it is caudal towards foot side, 30-degree angulation, and the central ray should pass through the sternal angle. Okay, that is what. Okay, wherein AP view I already mentioned 30-degree cephald. Okay, 30-degree cephald angulations will be given. You can see 30-degree cephald angulations will be given. Cephald means towards cranial, where here also that central ray should pass through the sternal angle. Okay, that patient will be other radiography will be PA, here will be AP. Angulation is same, one is cephald, one is caudal. Entering area both the same. The another one I already said that 15-degree angulation of by the patient, 15-degree angulation by the tube. So both the all three radiography, the entering rays will be at the level of the sternal angle only. Okay, this is the view. This is, see, any one radiography positioning can be taken, but sometime what will happen, we just want to do see that sometime modification, we call modification. In one radiography itself only we can able to see, but sometime what will happen, we want, there are a lot of research done by the many of the pulmonologists or radiologists, cardiologists, all those people. So they ask for the different views to see this apex of the, see here apex of the lung is clearly seen, you can see right and left side with the 30-degree caudal angulation, and here this is the 30-degree cephald angulation. Clearly you are able to make out any lesions or anything is there. Okay, you can see in this radiography there is a small lesion here, left apex, you can make out, right? Yeah, this is the lesion. Where is the other radiography, anterior posterior, where 15-degree angulation by the patient and 15-degree angulation by the tube. You can make out here the lesions are there, this area. You can see lung shadow. This is purely, you can make out bubble kind of thing. Okay, that is what. So these are the two different views for the to see the apex of the radiography of the lung. Yeah, another view, it is about view of lordotic. Okay, lordotic chest radiography. Kindly ignore this part. This is the different view, it is not required for you people, and this is kindly concentrate in this left side of the monitor. So this technique is mainly used for to demonstrate right middle lobe collapse, means any, or interlobular pleural effusion. Sometime if it is anything pleural effusion there in the middle lobe, we are not able to make out in the chest X-ray PA view. For that purpose, this lordotic view it is taken, where this middle lobe fissure is there, no, that will be a horizontal to the cassette, so that any effusion is there means easily we can make out. That's the reason is lordotic view it is taken. You can see here patient positioning. This is the patient positioning. It's just same similar positioning of the chest X-ray PA view. Here 150 centimeter distance will be kept. Okay. Then after that, you can see here patient will be away. So this is the cassette, and this is the patient. This is the patient coronal plane, coronal line, not coronal plane. Sorry, coronal line. So that where will be a 30 to 40 degree away from the angulation of the away from the cassette. So we call dorsiflexion. For that we call a dorsiflexion. Means we will ask the patient to backward from the bucky, from the vertical bucky. So where the central ray should pass. Central ray should pass through the middle of the cassette. As I mentioned previously, the upper border of the cassette should be a 2 centimeter above from the sternal notch. So middle of the cassette. You can see here, this is the radiography. I'll show you. So this is the, you can see this is the fissure. Okay, if any effusion is there here in this part, we easily able to make out. So this is to see only right lobe. Okay, because in the right side there will be 3 lobes are there, where middle lobe will be overlapped with the, when you take a chest X-ray PA, it will be overlapped with the lower lobe and upper lobe. That's the reason sometimes we are not able to make out. That is the reason this lordotic view is taken. So whenever you take radiography, certain things you need to remember. One is indication, that's very important. Next is a contraindication. Contraindication, usually it is only pregnancy. If it is pregnancy, childbearing age is there means, pregnancy is there means we will not do this radiography. If it is necessary, chest X-ray PA it is and all, it will be not harm to the fetal because it is very less radiation exposure and can be covered. Usually supposed to be covered when you take young patient, for the male or female, it should be covered, pelvic area should be covered or should be well collimated. That I already clearly explained in the previous class. So next is comes to the patient positioning, standing, lying down, where should be the hand should be kept, all those things part. Next come to the part positioning. Part positioning means parallel or parallel or perpendicular. Sagittal line will be parallel or perpendicular. That is another thing. Then after that it comes to the central ray, where the central ray should be passed. That is thing. Then next comes to the technical factors. Technical factors means how much KVP, how much MAS, what is the FFD, means film focal distance, or SSD, SID. Okay, source to image, the image receptor distance. There are two different kind of names are there. You can mention it as FFD. You might be familiar with that word, FFD. Usually chest X-ray PA and all other will be a 6 feet distance. Then remaining all radiography will be with the distance of 100 centimeter. Okay. Then next is comes to the in a technical factor, is it the vertical bucky with the grid or non-grid and all. So usually it is not required to mention because most of the places nowadays when you take a vertical bucky, that is with the gridded only. Most of the places nowadays non-grid is very rare, only maybe in a smaller center will be there. Next, radiation protection. It's the most important thing. Try to cover up of the pelvic area because I already said in the previous class, lens, the eye, thyroid and gonad, this is the most sensitive part in a human body for the. So that's the most important thing you should remember. So now thyroid, it is not possible to cover up, because if you cover anything that is directly covered with the apex of the lung, then it will cover up the apex of the lung also, and then you can't see. Eye anyway, it is far from the exposing area. Even gonads also far from the exposing area, but still it's better to cover up when you take a radiography. Means cover up means you can well collimated is more than enough to avoiding exposure to the those areas. So then after that, uh, evolution of the image, how that image looks, all those things, that is all same. Means I already in the PA radiography I explained the same thing. It is well, it should be well the contrast and density. A particular area of the image should be clearly seen. All those things supposed to be there. It means your radiography, just to demo say that the radiography which is taken, that is clearly seen. That is what meaning should be there in the evolution criteria. I think if you write these all things, it's more than enough for you people. Okay, thank you.